Rupa and welcome you to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. Today I am going to show you a very typical Maharashtrian dish. This is known as Puran. Puran is an essential ingredient in a Puran Poli. And other than that, Puran is also a very auspicious food stuff which is presented in a Naivedyam. What is Naivedyam? It is a thali with food which is presented to, or rather more than presented, it is offered to God during certain pujas. So Puran is actually a sweet made with chana dal and jaggery, and it is one of the 5 sweets which are offered to God during most of the rituals. So this is the Puran which I am going to show you right now, and gradually in another video I am going to use the same Puran and make a lovely Puran Poli. So to make Puran, what do we need? Soaked chana dal, jaggery, sugar, green cardamom powder, nutmeg powder. Now understand one thing very clearly here. Chana dal has to be soaked for at least 4 to 5 hours. It has to go soft like this. So if you just break it like this, it has to break into 2. So chana dal needs good amount of soaking. Do not soak it for 1 hour and then put it to cook. Don't do that. Invest some good amount of time in this, because your Puran Poli or your Puran is going to come out really nice. So this chana dal is well soaked. What I am going to do is I am going to put it in a pan of water, because I am going to cook the dal. So the chana dal is getting cooked here. We have to basically cook the chana dal till it goes absolutely soft, and the ratio here is very important. To make the Puran, if you have taken 1 cup of chana dal, you have to soak it and then cook it like this. You need to cook this in ample amount of water so that the dal cooks completely and you have enough water left in the dal. That water is also used to make katachi amti. I am going to show you that video as well. But right now, after the dal is cooked completely, rather when it goes soft, we drain out the water and we keep the water aside, and the chana dal which is cooked is then further cooked along with jaggery and sugar. And that's how we get this lovely aromatic Puran, because the aromas that are in that are of the green elaichi powder, that is green cardamom powder and nutmeg powder. The process is long, ingredients are very few, because the cooking time is a little longer here. So here what you have to do is you have to let this dal cook till it goes soft, and after that we will make the Puran. So this dal has been cooking all this long, and I think it's almost done. All that you have to do regularly is to remove any scum, if there's any, on top like this. But if you've cleaned the dal well, then you don't have to really do this. Dal is almost done, what I can see. You see this? It's almost breaking into 2. For a better thing, you can see it here. See this? This is how you need to cook the dal. So it's supposed to be this soft. So let's switch off the flame. So this water that we have here is what we are going to use and make katachi amti. And this dal will now go back into the pan. Switch on the heat, add in jaggery to this, and now we have to let this cook. What will happen right now is that the jaggery will melt completely and this entire mixture will become very liquidy. But for Puran Poli, this Puran has to be really thick. So which means that first the jaggery will melt, then it will thicken. So this entire thing will again take some time, but we are going to be patient enough because we love what we make. So now we let this cook for some time, and eventually you will see that this entire thing is becoming quite liquidy, and after a while this will again become quite thick. So the ratio for this is 1 cup of chana dal to 1 cup of jaggery. Now in this we'll add in a little bit of sugar. So you can say for about 1 cup of jaggery and 1 cup of chana dal, you can add about 1.5 or maybe 2 tablespoons of sugar. And now we let this cook till this entire mixture thickens, and then we'll churn this and our Puran is ready. So right now let's lower the heat and wait for this to completely dry out. So this Puran has been cooking all this while, and like you can see, it's gone very dry, and this is how it should be. Now how do you know if the Puran is done? if this wooden spoon stands straight like this in the pan, which means that this entire thing is done, you need to switch off the heat. So that's what I did. I switched off the heat and I have let this to cool, because now I'm going to grind this in a mixie and make this nice lovely puran, which we can have just by itself, or in case if you want to make puran poli, we can use it as a stuffing. So after this is done, two most important ingredients, nutmeg powder and green cardamom powder. Very important ingredients of a puran. Mix this again, and now we'll grind this. Okay, so this is done. You see this? This has to combine nicely, it has to come together like this. So this is a really nice good puran. So just remove this out in a bowl. I'm using my hands to do this. So this puran is done. Now you can stuff this into a puran poli. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shape them into laddoos. See this? This is so perfect for a laddu. Just nicely shape it up. Just take half a piece of a cashew and you can actually place it over it. So here you go, simple puran shaped into a laddu. You can make this laddu or wait and make puran poli with me in the next video. I am sure you all love our recipes, so to stay connected, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana.